students, today we'll be discussing one important concept in semiconductor physics, that is Fermi energy. This Fermi energy concept is very important while we are finding out the thermal and electrical properties of semiconductor. What is Fermi energy level? Like in the previous class, we have seen there are different energy levels in a solid or semiconductor. The topmost energy level that is occupied at absolute zero, that is known as Fermi energy level. We have seen that some of the levels are occupied by electrons and some are lying vacant. So the topmost level which is occupied at absolute zero, that is 0 Kelvin, that energy level is known as Fermi energy level. This concept is important in determining the thermal and electrical properties of semiconductors. The position of the Fermi level changes with respect to temperature and carrier concentration. How it changes, how much it will change, those things, the quantitative ideas we will get it after deriving the expressions for carrier concentration in different types of semiconductors. We have seen that the topmost energy level that is occupied at 0 Kelvin is known as energy level. The energy corresponding to the Fermi energy level is known as Fermi energy. Fermi energy is the energy below which all the energy levels are occupied with electrons and above which all the energy levels are lying vacant at absolute temperature. The Fermi energy represents maximum energy that electron can have at absolute zero temperature, because above that the energy levels are vacant. That means electrons are not having that much energy so that they can go up to that level. So electrons have the maximum energy, that is Fermi energy, that they can have at absolute zero temperature. And generally it is denoted by EF. Further, we know that there are different types of statistics to know about the behavior of the particles, to know about the presence or absence of the particles. The different types of statistics are your Fermi-Dirac statistics, Bose-Einstein statistics, Maxwell statistics. Distribution of electrons in different energy levels obey the Fermi-Dirac statistics. According to these statistics, the distributions of the electrons in different energy levels are given as f of E is equals to 1 upon 1 plus exponential E minus EF by KT. What is this f of E over here? This is the probability of getting an electron at the energy level E. And EF is the Fermi energy, K is Boltzmann constant, and this T is temperature in absolute scale. If we will consider the energy at EF and try to find out what is the probability that an electron can occupy the energy level with an value EF. Let us see what is the probability. We know that the probability distribution function for electron is given by f of E is equals to this expression. Now what I will do, I will just substitute EF in place of E, because we are finding out the probability at Fermi energy level. So f of EF is equals to 1 by 1 plus EXP. Now I will replace this E by EF. So EF minus EF, that is equals to 0. So it is 1 plus e to the power 0, and what is the value of e to the power 0? That is 1. So this is 1 by 1 plus 1, that is equals to half. That means the probability that we can get an electron at its energy equals to our Fermi energy is equals to half. That is, the energy state at the Fermi level has a probability of half being occupied by an electron. Now we'll see the Fermi levels in different types of semiconductors. We have different types of semiconductors like intrinsic, extrinsic, and again extrinsic are of two types, that is N-type and P-type. In these different types of semiconductors, what is the position of Fermi level? Now we will see the position at absolute zero temperature, because as the temperature changes, the position of Fermi energy level also changes. That's what we'll just see what is the position of Fermi level at absolute zero temperature. We'll first see the Fermi level of intrinsic semiconductor at absolute zero temperature. If this is representing the energy, here EV is the topmost level of the valence band, EC is the conduction band bottom level. Then, in case of intrinsic, the Fermi level lies just between the bottom of the conduction band and top of the valence band. So, this is EF in case of intrinsic semiconductor, which is lying just in between the bottom of the conduction band and top of the valence band. Now coming to the N-type semiconductor, we have discussed in our previous lecture that in case of N-type semiconductor, there is a donor level which lies below the conduction band. In case of N-type, the Fermi energy, the Fermi level lies just in between the conduction band and donor level. In case of P-type semiconductor, we know that there is an extra level known as acceptor level, which lies just above the valence band. Here this EA is the acceptor level. In this case, the Fermi energy level or the Fermi level lies just between EA and EV, where EA is the acceptor level and EV is the top of the valence band. So these positions, whatever I have shown here, is at absolute zero temperature. As we will change the temperature, the positions of this Fermi level will not as straight over shown over here. There will be small changes. Either they will move some downward or upward. So how they will move, whether it is going up or down with respect to temperature and carrier concentration, that we will discuss in further lectures after deriving the expressions for carrier concentrations for different semiconductors. Today we will stop here. Thank you and have a nice day.